Hey, thanks for stopping by today's video. Today we're going to hear about Katie's story and my story over the past couple years and really where our fitness journey's taken us. Stick around to the end if you're curious about what Katie's big challenge is coming up at the end of this year. You won't want to miss that. I'm Caleb and I'm going to just share a little bit about my journey, and it doesn't go back very far when I think about my fitness. So I worked at a desk job, still work at a desk job, but had got to an unhealthy place, had gained quite a bit of weight, and really just wanted to get to a healthier spot. And I just kept setting thresholds that, like, when my weight would get to a certain point, I'll get serious about my diet. And I would get to that point and then I would just raise the threshold. And so finally, I got to the point where I really didn't want to go any further and didn't want to get to the point of no return where it was really too late and hard to get good health back. And so in 2020, January 1st, I decided that I was going to do the keto thing, go to the gym, work out as much as possible, and try to lose weight. And so the keto thing really worked well for me. In the beginning, I needed some kind of like hard stop, very restrictive diet to help me make good choices. And so whether you agree or disagree with keto, it did work for me on getting things jump started in 2020. Until March, that's when COVID hit, went to work from home, and I tried to do the body weight thing because gyms were closed, and that lasted 3 or 4 weeks, and it was just really hard to maintain. I didn't have the friend circle around to help keep me motivated, and so I decided to start running again. Katie, as she'll share, has always been a runner, is a really strong runner, and so I started running with Katie, and we would just go out in our neighborhood and do some, I don't know, like 400-meter uphill sprints, and we'd just go and push the kids in the jogging stroller. And for the first time, I really felt like I started making some strides in running. Really started getting a little bit faster, could run for a little bit longer. Before that, my running history was really like I would go try to run, and I might make 3 miles and no faster than a 10-minute pace, and that was a struggle. So as we started running together, I started getting some momentum. I felt like I was getting faster. I definitely felt like I was getting fitter. The weight continued to go down, and so I was encouraged by that. Just a lot of positive things. While COVID shelter in place was not good for a lot of people, it was really good for us in our fitness, in our health, in our marriage, in our family time. It was just a really like sweet time for us, but a really encouraging time for me from a health standpoint. And that was really when I started to enjoy running. And from there, I think I decided around early spring to sign up for a half marathon that fall. And so Katie encouraged me, she ran with me, and that fall I was able to check off that and complete my first half marathon. That really got things moving, and I was really excited about what was next. And we'll go through like specific timelines and races in another video, but I went from a half marathon, I think we did another half marathon, and then that started kind of getting me thinking about doing a full marathon. In the meantime, I also started thinking about doing triathlon, and so I signed up for my first 70.3 non-branded, just a small local one, and it was amazing. Was able to do that, felt like I was continuing this fitness journey, and ended up doing a full marathon. And then this past fall, so this is the span of over 3 years, this past fall of September 2023, I did Ironman Chattanooga.
You crushed that bike! Yeah, Caleb! Woo! You looking good!
Oh. You are an Ironman first timer. Welcome home, buddy.
And that was my first full distance, and it was just an incredible experience. And so from January 1st, just trying to lose some weight until now, it's been an incredible journey, and really excited about seeing what's next in seeing how we can continue to grow and learn and move our fitness forward while just trying to keep healthy habits in our family, at work, and with all aspects of our life.
I am Katie. I have been running basically for as long as I can remember. It was a thing in my family that we all did on Saturdays, was run races together. So just kind of have always run. I did cross country in high school, then stopped after that for a little while. I'd run a few times a week, but that was about it. After college, I decided I wanted to run a marathon, and so I trained for that. But it was always just more of a hobby thing. I didn't spend a lot of time researching it. I did very basic novice plan. I didn't research shoes. I didn't research nutrition. I didn't practice with any gels or anything. The marathon I did, I just grabbed a gel that they gave to us on the course, and that was the first time I had ever taken a gel. So I just didn't really spend a lot of time researching or just learning about running. I just did it because I wanted to run, and I knew it was good for me, and it was a healthy thing to do, and so I just ran. And then after Caleb expressed interest in getting into running, I think really what piqued the interest in getting back into it seriously was we were planning a trip to Disney. And I decided I wanted to run the Disney Princess Half. And I wanted to be in the front because I knew the lines could get really long waiting for pictures with the characters. So I needed to do a qualifying time to prove that I could be in one of the front corrals. So I decided to start training seriously to do a half. And I think that's about the time that we talked about doing a half together. So I found a training plan that was from the BAA and did that, and actually did really well, way better than I was expecting. And that was kind of the first taste of maybe my best years aren't behind me, because up until that point I thought, well, I've already had 2 kids, I'm older now, there's no chance I'm gonna be as fast as I was back in my 20s. And that was really exciting to see that I could still have some good years and room to grow and get even faster. So that was a little bit of a exciting moment to think maybe I could do Boston one day, or maybe I could, I don't know, do something different. And then watching Caleb get into triathlons, at first I had no desire to ever do a triathlon. I did not know how to swim. I could not put my face under the water without holding my nose. I didn't own a bike. I didn't care. I loved running. I always wanted to run. I had no desire to do a triathlon. Then I went with Caleb, brought the kids to cheer him on at his first sprint triathlon. It was the Smiley Tribe. And it just looked like so much fun. At the end of the morning, after cheering him on, I said, I want to do this next year. I don't know how to swim, but I'm gonna figure it out because I want to do this next year. So sure enough,
There's a pattern here.
Sure enough, I figured it out and did it. And then a few months later, he did Wilmington 70.3. And again, as soon as the morning was over, I looked at him and said, this looks amazing. I am doing this next year. And I did.
Wesley Washington.
Let's go!
Jody Bruce.
Let's go!
Katie F. Hurd.
And last September, or this year, I guess, September, he did Ironman Chattanooga. And I think before we even got there, I was already planning and talking about wanting to do it next year. So.
Hey, thanks for watching until the end. If you're curious to hear more about our story, or want to hear more about Katie's hamstring injury and how she's coming along, subscribe. Check out our next video, coming out next Monday. Thanks a lot. Bye.